called The Colbert Report on Comedy Central, where he played a conservative identical twin cousin of himself, named Stephen Colbert. And 3 years ago, he started his own show called The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. 2 years ago, right before the Republican National Convention, it was the return of his conservative character. But remember, it was not him, it was his character. So it was, or his identical twin cousin, he called it. So I thought, what if, since he did not actually do the IE and his character did it, what if I didn't do my own IE? So I decided that I will not be doing my IE for me. Someone else will be doing it. And it's not one of you guys, and it's someone in that hallway. He is my identical twin cousin, Max Cepeda. He's a conservative pundit. He's a very good friend of the class. He says he was really excited about this. So he's going to be doing the IE for us. So, without further, and the segment that we're going to be doing is a segment that I call The Word.
Put it in the corner. Put
it like right there, like
there we go.
in your right corner. Right corner of
This
both
one.
tables.
Alright.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
There we
You're good. Let me put, sorry.
Is he taller than you?
Is he? He is taller than me. He is very taller than me. Alright, so, without further ado, please welcome conservative pundit, Max Cepeda. Just gonna go get him. He's Hello, nation! Did you miss me? I know I did. Well, it's time to say aloha to Max Cepeda. And aloha to Max Cepeda. Wow. Wow, look at this place. The little student must have quite an ego. Alright, well, let's get down to business. Nation, right now, Americans are angry, confused, and lashing out randomly. And that's just the Republican nominee. A lot of people are wondering how America, God's girlfriend, ended up in a relationship with this guy. Well, shh, Daddy's here. I know a lot of you are on the ledge right now, but when I'm done, I promise, you'll be jumping for joy. Because this is just the brave new world of American democracy, and it brings me to tonight's word, Trumpiness. Folks, let me tell you, people who don't support Trump feel like the world has gone crazy. Well, get in line. Because the people who do support Trump have been saying that way, feeling that way ever since the manufacturing jobs started going to China. And remember, elections aren't about what voters think, it's about what voters feel. And right now, at least Americans feel like half of their voices aren't being heard. And let me tell you, folks, that goes for both sides, whether they be strong conservatives or morally bankrupt liberals. Think about this. Just think about people, why they stood behind Bernie Sanders. You see, Bernie, he understood their emotions. No one said, I think the burn. They said, I feel the burn. Let me tell you. Now, just to remind you, 11 years ago, I invented a word, truthiness. You see, truthiness is believing something that feels true, even if it isn't supported by fact. Truthiness comes from the gut, because brains are overrated. You know who had a brain? I'll tell you, Adolf Hitler. So naturally, brains aren't good. Naturally, I admire this man. In fact, I see myself in him. We're both over-the-top TV personalities who decided to run for president. But I admit, ladies and gentlemen, I am humble enough to admit he has surpassed me now. Truthiness has to feel true, but Trumpiness doesn't even have to do that. In fact, according to the New York Times, many Trump supporters don't believe his wildest promises, and they don't care. Yes, they don't care if he will keep his wildest promises, and if he doesn't mean what he says, that means he can say anything. And here's the deal. Truthiness was from the gut, but Trumpiness clearly comes from something much further down the gastrointestinal tract. But his supporters know this. His supporters aren't dumb. Take the... Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, I could tell it.
See, this is why liberals shouldn't be holding their stands. Liberal stands, I'm telling you. So, take the border wall. Just last month, at a rally, Trump said we're going to build a wall and it's going to be a real wall. But one supporter at that same rally pointed out, I think if he strengthens the border, it'll be the same as building the wall. The wall can be built even without having to be built. Yes, if you can feel the wall, you don't have to see the wall. These, and I want to be clear about this, these legitimately angry voters don't need a leader to say things that are true or feel true. They need a leader to feel things that feels. And that is why Donald Trump, I believe, is the leader for our times. An emotional megaphone for voters enraged at a government that achieves nothing, an economic system that leaves them behind, and politics that elects people unfit for the job. And if you don't share your feeling that you don't recognize your country anymore, trust me, if Trump wins, you will. And that's the word. The other guys in the hallway, I'm gonna go get them. See you guys later. I'm gonna go get some Slonskis.
Slonskis.
All right, let's give a round of applause for conservative pundit Max Min, everybody. Woo! I'm telling you, man, he killed it. He killed it. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, he killed that board.
That was
Killed
funny.
it.